Okay, Mike Hinderliter here with Powerwash.com. And I'm going to demonstrate how the dual port injector works. Now, the reason we recommend using a dual port injector is because we sell apple blossom. And apple blossom has a color marking dye in it. And that dye, when mixed with bleach, will fade anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes, depending on how you blend it together. But what we have is a dual port mixing kit that comes with a metering valve on it. And this allows you to meter the apple blossom that goes into the downstream injector and blends with the bleach as it goes out to your wand and onto the surface. So I'm going to hook it up at the end of the hose reel. There we go. And now with apple blossom, it's a concentrated surfactant. So it's got a lot of dye and it's got a lot of surfactant in it. If you pull it straight from the bottle and go in here, you're gonna have such a small dial in on the metering valve. But this is meant to be mixed for 1 gallon to 5 gallons. I've already put my blend in here for what I want inside this 5-gallon container. We have our bleach, that's 50-50, 12.5%, so we're right at 6% there. That gives us the mix we want to have when we downstream onto this wall or siding, which normally is what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna start the machine and I'm gonna apply it here and I'll show you how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna open up the metering valve. First, I'm gonna make sure it's closed all the way and I'm gonna turn it a half a turn. All right, start the machine. So it doesn't take long for it to draw through the tube. We should start seeing the dye here pretty quick. There we go. Now I'm just going to apply it. So there we go, and you can start to see now it's already starting to fade. If we wanted it to last longer, we could put more dye. I could turn up the dial, or if I wanted less, I could turn down the dial on the metering valve. It works really good that way. That's a nice thing about having the metering valve on the dual port injector. And for demonstration purposes, I'm just gonna wait this out a little bit so that color marking dye fades, and then I'll start rinsing. All right, so now we're getting to where it's almost 100% faded at the top. Still has a little bit at the bottom. I don't know if it's showing up in the camera or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and start rinsing it off. I still have a little bit in my line, so I gotta bleed it out. There we go. So that's how the dual port downstream injector mix kit works. You got the dual port injector with a metering valve on it that allows you to blend the apple blossom and the bleach together so that when you're applying it, it has the maximum effect for the color marking dye. So if you've got any questions, we'll be happy to answer them. Just give us a shout.